Quick thing before we begin. Most of my footage from the game is gone because my USB drive I got to store large video files just kind of died on its own. And looking up the brand, it turns out that's a common problem. I still have usable footage for the review, but I just thought I should warn against buying NetAC USBs. Right then. The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky is an RPG trilogy about exploring the fantasy country Liberal, training to become senior bracers, and stumbling into international conspiracies involving ancient superweapons. It's one of the most charming series I've ever played, with a beautifully written cast of characters and deliciously dense world building, with the endlessly entertaining duo of Estelle and Joshua as its protagonists. Originally released in 2004, Trails FC has aged somewhat gracefully thanks to its timeless writing and fun orbital combat system, but some parts could definitely have used some overhauls, which is why I'm glad they've brought out the Trails First Chapter remake. This remake changes the overall experience, bringing in highly expressive 3D models and a fully reimagined 3D Liberal to match. It's also wonderful to get fully voice-acted cutscenes, giving already great writing that extra oomph. Voice cast all do their jobs splendidly, especially Bestelle, and her animations help a lot. The original game did very well with its presentation, using the isometric style and chibi models and cutscenes to tell a compelling story, and the remake is a similar style of directing, making the game feel modernized for a new audience. It helps massively that the remixed OST feels close enough to the original game to feel nostalgic, while letting you choose between the original and Evo scores too. Some of the biggest overalls in the game come to its combat. You can now attack enemies in the overworld directly to build craft points, and even stun them before launching into turn-based mode, which still has a deep focus on positioning, strategy, and build crafting. The new additions like passive skills and follow-up attacks also help to modernize combat and make it feel more dynamic and fast-paced. The remake itself is currently just the first game, the demo was just the first chapter, which ends on a cliffhanger that informs the rest of the story. You get access to 3 characters: Estelle, the daughter of Cassius Bright, her adoptive sibling Joshua, and Sherazard, a fortune teller and former student of Cassius. In that time, you were introduced to a lot of things steadily, including the history of the country of Liberal and the responsibilities of being a bracer. Rule 1 of being a bracer: there is always something to do. Ultimately, being a bracer isn't about solving problems with pure violence, but keeping the peace through the best way possible, like fighting lost kittens, serving as bodyguards, or arresting troublemakers through strategic ultra-violence. This is all in the original games, but... Okay, real talk. It took me a long time to beat the original game. In fact, I only recently beat the second chapter of the trilogy, and started the third. Part of why it takes so long is because of the tedious aspects of the games. How's this for a gameplay loop? Whilst you're in the middle of an important family investigation, you check the guild board and look at that, there's a new quest to kill some monsters and also assist them on the other side of the region. See what's all the way over there, ignoring monsters and following the signs where you need to go. You get there, poke around for a bit, and then run all the way back to the guild. Another quest needs you to poke around the city, solving cryptic clues from some joker calling himself a phantom thief. And it can sometimes literally just be poking around looking for something to interact with. It's all doable and even immersive, but it adds up and makes the game feel like a slog. And while they're optional, you're encouraged to do them before they expire. The game's real sneaky. The quests are unlocked and then relocked by hitting milestones in main story quests, and some of those quests will expire very quickly. Here's where the remake comes in to streamline things a bit. The world map has gotten a big upgrade. Points of interest are now more clearly marked, not just in one town, but the areas surrounding it too, making it way easier to navigate. Fast travel is a huge addition, cutting down dead time between quests, letting you focus more on the interesting parts like the game's actual story. As you progress through the trilogy, it's not like the quests are all fetch quests or something. There's some excellent variety, like the quest where you reunite a named NPC with their parents after being missing for 10 years, or a test drill against some of the defense forces. In the full game, you'll find that each region has its own story to tell, and you'll meet a wonderful cast of characters throughout, like the kind and virtuous student Chloe, to the little genius inventor Tita. The game releases on September 19th, which isn't far away. Personally, I'm looking forward to playing this game in full and reliving the story of Trails in the Sky. I can't really praise the story enough. Oh, and if you're playing the game and notice Trails fans gathering around you like vultures, don't worry, they just like watching people react to absolute cinema. Overall, I heavily recommend trying out the demo, if not playing the full game on September 19th, which could also give you plenty of time to play and experience Silksong. Which is why I moved to get this video out a little earlier than I planned to. Thanks for watching the video, and until the next one, this is Sir signing off.